For my Ignite presentation, I decided to share my instructional design project from the fall to share different social emotional tools that I have introduced into my classroom and how student engagement has increased after using these tools. When the COVID-19 pandemic hit, our school faced many challenges that caused disruption to student learning, and since the pandemic, there has been a greater need for social emotional learning in the classroom. My district's SEL framework is centered around the Connecticut Social Studies Standards and CASEL framework. In order to address these standards, my district uses second step curriculum. This allows students to practice skills such as social emotional awareness, empathy, self-regulation, and problem-solving skills. It provides consistent language and resources and structure for SEL teaching. Although these topics were being addressed in lessons, I noticed that my students were not always engaged or participating in lessons. This inspired me to look into a game-based approach to address social emotional needs. Through my research, I came across Zoo Academy. Zoo Academy is a social emotional tool that is student led. Once students are introduced to the game, they design a character and then help others demonstrate appropriate social emotional skills. Some of the skills include emotion identification, regulation, and social awareness. The program offers 3 different choices, which include a visual component, a prompt that is read aloud to emphasize tone of voice. Players must choose the best answer that fits the scenario they are given. In each scene, players are presented with a social problem that needs to be solved. In one of the scenes, it represents impulse control. They have to feed a giraffe before going out to the playground. In order for a player to receive a high score in the category of impulse control, they must control their impulses by demonstrating the appropriate way to feed the giraffe. For example, they could ask the teacher questions about it. Each morning before beginning to play Zoo Academy, students fill out an emotion check-in on Zoo Academy, which is sent to me to check in with students. This allowed me to help monitor student growth using the progress chart included with Zoo Academy. I used this data to further drive my instruction and determine which categories to focus on during small group second step lessons. The Zoo Academy progress report told me information such as how long students were staying on task for, which skills students were working on, and how to track their progress. Zoo Academy is proven to accurately measure SEL competencies and to improve SEL outcomes. From the educator dashboard, teachers can use the data to create small groups to focus on skills they need to improve on. Zoo Academy also provides free supplemental activities, lesson plans, and printables that correspond to the SEL skills taught. While my first grade students played Zoo Academy each morning, I noticed a significant increase in engagement during SEL time. All 16 students participated in playing Zoo Academy. I could track how much time they were spending on lessons, and I received positive feedback from my students. After my fall practicum, my students asked if they could continue playing. This helped to support my hypothesis that engagement can be increased with the use of gamification. The ISTE standards that the students explored in this study was number 1, empowered learning. Zoo Academy had essentially encouraged my students to take an active role in their learning, set goals, track progress, and receive feedback. Feedback was also shared to their parents. When implementing Zoo Academy into my classroom, I took a behaviorist approach. During the game, students were rewarded while practicing making good decisions by moving up levels and earning certificates and badges. During EPSY 5339, we learned about a variety of tools and apps to improve and enhance learning for students. Zoo Academy provides multiple means of engagement, checkpoint 7.2, optimize relevance, value, and authenticity. While playing Zoo Academy, students are engaged by information and activities that are relevant to their lives. These activities designed on Zoo Academy are age-appropriate, purposeful, and allows all individuals to participate and explore. Centervention also offers additional programs for students in grades K through 8. Zoo Academy is for students in grades K through 1, where students will learn the basics of social emotional learning. Zoo University continues for grades 2 through 5, building upon these skills. During this school year, I changed districts and introduced Hall of Heroes to my middle school students. I found that my sixth grade students especially gravitated towards Hall of Heroes, which helped them navigate through real life situations. Overall, 2 summers prepared me in many ways on how to use gamification and technology to improve and motivate student learning. I have grown my teacher toolbox over the last 2 summers, and I'm excited to continue teaching others about technology and growing as an educator.